Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So today in our science subject we are going to continue about human body and health, that is part 5. Okay children, so yesterday we learnt about balanced diet. No, so if we take balanced diet, we said that our body will be having a proper health and it can function well. So today we'll just learn about our health and diseases. So a diet that contains adequate amount of different components of food required for the healthy functioning of our body is called a balanced diet. So as we said, we need an adequate amount of different components of food. That is what, like carbohydrates, proteins, minerals, fats, fibers and all that. So different components of food required for the healthy functioning of our body. Okay, it requires to make a proper function of our body. That is called as a balanced diet. Okay, and here we are talking about the disease. What is a disease? A disease is a state in which a function or a part of the body is no longer in a healthy condition. What is a disease, children? If the human body is not able to perform its action in a proper way, okay, then we call it as a disease. Like we say that they are sick, they are unhealthy, in the sense when they are not able to perform any work in a healthy condition, then we call it as a disease. Clear children? So like suppose example, when we have fever, can we be active all the day as we be in healthy days? No, we can't. So when we get fever, definitely we'll feel the weakness, we'll have all the pain and we have to rest ourselves. No, so that is like a disease. Okay, and diseases are of two types. Diseases are of two types. What are they? Non-communicable and communicable. What are the children? Non-communicable and communicable. Okay, and non-communicable diseases are those that do not spread from one person to another. See, again as we said, diseases are of two types, and in that non-communicable disease are what which do not spread from one person to another. So it is not going to transfer from one person to another person. Okay children, so that is like non-communicable disease. Like suppose if you say like headache, we'll get a headache. Okay, if we get headache, it remains with us only. This headache is not going to transfer to some other person who are near to us. No, like it is a non-communicable disease. Communicable disease. What is communicable disease? Are those that can spread from one person to another. They are spread by germs. So communicable disease are going to spread from one person to another, and they are spread. How they are spread, children? They are spread by germs. Germs. Okay, for example, so right now we are facing a very difficulty with this disaster, that is coronavirus. No, it is a communicable disease, corona. Okay, so like this we have some other diseases which spread from one person to another, and they are spread by germs. Okay children, so diseases are of two types, communicable and non-communicable. And now let us learn about communicable diseases. And this is any disease that can be passed from one infected being to another. That's what we said. If any person is infected with such type of disease, that is communicable disease. That is a type. Communicable is a type of disease. So what happens? That infected person is able to transfer his disease to the another person. Okay, so it is going to spread from one to another. And communicable diseases are caused by infectious agents that can be transmitted to other people from an infected person, animal, or a source in the environment. Okay, and communicable diseases are caused by infectious agents. So they are caused by infections agents, and that is going to be transferred to some other infected person, from an infected person to other person. And here, and this infectious agents may be like an infected person, animal, or a source in the environment. How do we get this communicable diseases, children? Through an infected person, an animal, or a source in the environment. Source in the environment is like our air, water, food. Even these also causes as communicable diseases. Okay, and communicable diseases constitute the leading cause of health problems. Communicable diseases, they have got the leading cause of health problem. In this is they are very dangerous. They are very dangerous, these communicable diseases. When compared to non-communicable, these are very very dangerous, and they causes so many health problems. Okay, children, clear? Yes. Now about communicable diseases again. The organisms that cause communicable diseases are called infectious agents. Like what we said, like these communicable diseases are caused by some organisms. Okay, are caused by some organisms, and they are called as infectious agents. What they are called as, children? Infectious agents. And familiar examples of communicable diseases are malaria, cholera, and tuberculosis. So these are the names of the diseases, children. Okay, these are the names of the diseases. So these are of communicable diseases. Okay, malaria, cholera, and tuberculosis. Malaria, you know, like it's like fever, with fever, viral fever, you will have this. Even cholera, even tuberculosis, like cough, we'll get cough in these diseases. Okay, so these are all infected diseases. In the sense, if you are near this infected person, suppose if he is having a malaria, cholera, or tuberculosis, these type of diseases spread very easily to other persons also. Okay, children, and these communicable diseases are caused by some infectious agents. Like as we said, what are those infection agents, children? Here, what are they? Before I said, like maybe an infected person, maybe through from an animal, or from the source in the environment, like from air, food, or water. Through such the agents, we will be getting these type of diseases. Communicable diseases are also called infectious diseases. They have gotten another name also, like infectious diseases. We call them as infectious diseases. Example: common cold, flu, influenza. Common cold, flu, influenza. If you hear, if we are having cold, no, and if we just clean our nose with any hanky, and suppose some other person is going to use the same handkerchief, that is, so definitely he also gets cold, because it is infectious. It is going to spread from one to other. No, children. So example like this, like common cold, flu, influenza, even that also you will be having a type fever. So these diseases are infectious diseases. They spread from infected person to healthy person through air, water, food, and by agents. How do they spread? As we learned that it spreads from the infected person to healthy person through what? Like air, water, food, and by agents. Okay, so air, water, food, and by agents. So through these agents, these infectious diseases are going to spread easily from an infected person to a healthy person. Understood, children? Clear? Yes. Now about infectious agents. The agents which transmits the diseases are called infectious agents. That's what we learned, that what are infectious agents which transfer transmits is nothing but which transmit the disease are called infectious agents. Okay, these may be living or non-living agents. Mosquitoes, houseflies, cockroaches, etc. are living transmitting agents called vectors. So as we said, like we are having both like living and non-living agents. These infections agents may be living or non-living. Okay, for example, mosquitoes, houseflies, cockroaches, such type of organisms, they are living organisms, no? And because they are living organisms, they are called as vectors. That is living transmitting agents. These are called as vectors. Whereas air, water, food and food articles are non-living agents. Okay, so like even through air, water, food also we'll get some diseases. You know that, no children? So these are called as non-living agents. Okay, so infection agents may be of two types. One is living and non-living agents, and if they are living agents like mosquitoes, houseflies and cockroaches, we call them as vectors. And what come under non-living agents, children? Air, water and food particles. Okay, these are called as non-living agents. Clear? Yes. And mosquitoes, houseflies, cockroaches, you must be always very careful about these creatures, children. So that is why we have to maintain cleanliness in our surroundings so that we don't get this type of agents and we'll have a healthy body. When an infected person cough, sneeze, spit in the public, the germs carry to healthy person and cause sickness. See here, when an infected person, if he is having infection because of flu, cold or some other disease, and when he coughs, when he sneeze, spit in the public, in an open place, okay, the germs from that substance, it is going to are carried to a healthy person. The germs carried to the healthy person and cause sickness. Clear, children? So that is why we say when you get cough, when you sneeze, you have to cover your mouth. You have to cover your mouth so that the germs are not going to pass to some others. And you should not also spit in public places so that some others must not get infected. No, because we'll be having germs in that. And that germs, what do? They just transfer to a healthy person and that person fall sick. Okay, children, so that is why we have to be very careful when we cough, sneeze or spit. Okay, clear? Now, non-communicable diseases. What are non-communicable diseases? They are those that do not spread from one person to another. Okay. Best examples for non-communicable diseases are deficiency diseases. So, what are non-communicable diseases, children? So, they are not going to spread from one person to another person. Okay, if we are having a non-communicable disease, in the sense we are having deficiency in our body. Because of that deficiency, so we are having that particular disease. So no other person or living or non-living organism is responsible for this. Clear? So best example for non-communicable diseases are deficiency diseases. Deficiency diseases. For example, I said like beriberi, scurvy and all that. So these are deficiency diseases. Okay, why we get the deficiency diseases, children? So when we don't take a balanced diet. Deficiency diseases are what? Deficiency of a particular food, vitamin or mineral causes deficiency diseases. That's what. So when there is a deficiency of a particular food, vitamin or mineral, then we get this type of deficiency diseases. In the sense, in our body, if there is a deficiency of a particular food component or a vitamin or mineral, then we may be attacked with some diseases because of the deficiency. So that is why we call it as deficiency disease. Clear, children? Now, some important deficiency diseases are, what are they? Night blindness, okay, caused due to deficiency of vitamin A. See, there are some deficiency diseases, we'll just know about that. Night blindness, night blindness. So have you heard about this, children? So we cannot see in the nights. Some people, they cannot see in the nights. That is a disease, and we call that as night blindness. They are not totally blind. They can see in the day, but only in the nights they cannot see. And this is caused because of the deficiency of vitamin A. Vitamin A. Okay, children. And beriberi caused due to deficiency of vitamin B. Beriberi is also one particular disease. So this is also because of deficiency of vitamin B. Rickets. Rickets caused due to deficiency of vitamin D. Like we'll have some bones problem where we'll not be able to grow properly. We don't have a proper growth. So this is all of vitamin D. Okay, children. And scurvy caused due to vitamin C. Scurvy in the sense, we'll have blood in our gums. So blood will be bleeding in our gums. That is also because of deficiency, that is of vitamin C deficiency, that is. Okay. And anemia is due to the deficiency of iron and mineral. Anemia is nothing but like feeling very much weak. So very thin personalities or weak personalities, we call it as anemia because of deficiency of iron and mineral. So we will be having this anemia problem. Okay, children. So these are of non-communicable diseases. Okay. So night blindness caused because of vitamin A. Beriberi is vitamin B. Okay. And rickets is vitamin D. Scurvy is vitamin C, and anemia is iron and mineral deficiency. Okay, children. So this is of non-communicable diseases, and here, so we can protect ourselves from diseases like polio, diphtheria, whooping cough, tetanus and tuberculosis by getting vaccinated. Okay, so suppose this polio, diphtheria, whooping cough, all these, no, as we said, what type of diseases are there, children? These are, yes, communicable diseases. Okay, and we can be protected by these diseases by getting vaccinated. So you will have vaccine, you have to get yourself vaccinated, you have to take a vaccine. Okay, so that you will not get these type of diseases ever in your life if you take this vaccine. Okay, we should keep our bodies healthy, as a healthy body can fight off many diseases. Apart from taking medication and vaccination, even we have to maintain that healthiness. We have to maintain the healthiness of our body. How do we do that, children? By taking proper balanced diet and also by doing some physical exercises, our body becomes strong and healthy so that we can fight off many diseases. No, we can fight off many diseases. Yes, we should keep our surroundings clean. We should not let stagnant water breed mosquitoes as they spread malaria. Okay, what we should do apart from food and all these, we must also keep our surroundings clean. No, otherwise we'll get so much of mosquitoes, flies and all that, and that which are very much unhygiene for our health. Okay, we should not let stagnant water breed mosquitoes as they spread malaria. Stagnant water, sometimes, for example, when rain occurs, or in our wash areas, in our we should not let stagnant water breed mosquitoes. So stagnant water means what, children? Like water is stored in a particular place. Suppose in when rain comes, sometimes the roads or the open places will be filled with water, or in our houses sometimes wash areas or some work areas will remain with water. Then what happened, if the water is stored, then there the mosquitoes will get breed. The mosquitoes, they'll take birth in that. Okay, and because of that mosquitoes, we will be affected with malaria. So that is why we have to keep areas dry. We have to keep our surroundings dry always. Okay, children. And garbage should be removed promptly. Garbage, like whatever dust is there surrounded to our house or in our house, it must be removed very promptly. So otherwise, even garbage also, it becomes a house of flies and mosquitoes. Okay, again they affect our health. People should be educated about health care. So we have to get the awareness of these garbage and open areas with stagnant water, that these are going to affect our health. In the sense, people should be educated. They must know about the health care, like how we have to take care of our health. Clear, children? Yes. And now people suffering from diarrhea or vomitings and motions should be given a solution of water, sugar and salt. So diarrhea is nothing but vomitings and motions simultaneously. So they are going to affect the person. So when such condition is there for us, so immediately what we have to do, children, we have to take a solution, that is ORS. ORS we call it as water, sugar and salt. We have to mix sugar and salt in water and we have to take it so that it gives us energy. It gives us energy and it will stop the water loss in our body. So when we getting vomit or when we get go for motions continuously, our body, water is going to loss. The water in our body is going to loss. Okay, to get rid of that, we have to take a solution which is mixed with the sugar and salt in water. Clear, children? This is ORS. So you might have heard about this. No? Yes, now? So now, until now, what we have learned, children, about the diseases, like we'll be having two type of diseases. Okay, and because of that, so we have to take care so that our body is not going to affect with any type of disease. Now we'll go to the question and answer session. Which of the following diseases spreads through contaminated food and water? Contaminated food and water. Contaminated means, children, if there is any infection there. Okay, it is malaria, cholera, dengue and filaria. Which do we get through contaminated food and water? So it is like cholera. Clear, children? Yes. Now the second question. In humans, the deficiency of which of the following vitamins shows the symptoms given below? Bones become soft and bent. So deficiency of which of the following vitamins show the symptoms given below? Bones become soft and bent. So suppose if which vitamin is not present in our body, then our bones, what will happen? They'll become soft and bent. Okay, they'll bend and become soft. So because of which deficiency of vitamin is this situation occurred? Is it vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin A or vitamin B? Yes, children, what is it? It is vitamin D. So vitamin D is very important for bones. Third question. Which of the following causes influenza? Which of the following causes influenza? Is it virus? Is it bacteria? Is it algae? Or is it fungi? What is it? It is virus. Because of virus, we'll be getting this influenza. Okay, children? Now, Fourth question, how does vaccination help us? How does vaccination help us? Develops resistance against a disease, can control every disease, kills all the disease causing organisms in the area, involves the use of antibiotics. Why do we need vaccination? How is going to it help us? And the answer is develops resistance against a disease. If we have the vaccine, even though we are getting the disease, it is going to develop the immune system. It is going to resist against the disease so that we don't get the disease. Clear, children? Okay. And the next question, which of the following can occur due to the entry of germs through cut skin? Okay, through cut skin, which of the following can occur? Is it whooping cough, tetanus, jaundice or dysentery? Which is the disease? That is tetanus. Okay, children? So tetanus. So where you will going to get the entry of germs through cut skin. The next question, typhoid, malaria and chicken pox are, okay, communicable disease, deficiency disease, genetic diseases and non-communicable diseases. So which type of diseases are typhoid, malaria and chicken pox? They are communicable diseases. That is, they are going to spread from one person to other person. Okay, children, clear? And the seventh one is, children, lack of vitamin C in the food causes the disease. So which disease is caused if we lack vitamin C? In the sense, if we don't have vitamin C in the food. So is it beriberi, diarrhea, scurvy or goiter? So which is that vitamin C? Okay, it is scurvy. Like as we said, no, like we'll be having blood bleeding in the gums. So that is why we need vitamin C. It is scurvy. The next question, children. A deficiency disease that is common among us people who eat polished rice is. So who eat polished rice, you will also get a deficiency disease. What is that? Is it A, scurvy, B, rickets, C, beriberi and D, night blindness? And that disease is beriberi. It is when we eat polished rice, so we will be having beriberi. In the sense, we will have this deficiency disease. Clear, children? Yes? Eating food exposed to flies spread. Eating food exposed to flies, in the sense when it is uncovered, it is not covered and it is exposed to flies, house flies, mosquitoes and all are spread over the food, then this is going to cause tuberculosis, measles, cholera or tetanus. So what disease will be getting? It is cholera. Okay, children, it is cholera. Clear? Now, diseases caused by the lack of nutrients are, deficiency diseases, infectious diseases, genetic diseases and communicable diseases. Okay, so what diseases are caused by lack of nutrients? So it is deficiency diseases. Okay, like vitamins and minerals. If we don't have these nutrients, vitamins, minerals, iron and all that, we will be getting deficiency diseases. Next question, children. Diseases that are spread through air, water and food are. Air, water and food are. What are they? Infectious diseases, non-communicable diseases, deficiency diseases and genetic diseases. So what are they? They are infectious diseases. If diseases are spread through air, water and food, so then we call them as infectious diseases. Okay, children? The next question, Which of these does our body need for its proper functioning? So what do we need for our body for proper functioning? Is it rest? Is it balanced diet? Exercise? And all of the above? What do we need, children? Yes, we need all of the above. We need a good sleep, we need balanced diet, and we also need exercise. Then only we'll have a proper body functioning. Okay? The next question. Which class of food when taken in excess can cause obesity? So which type of food when taken in excess more than needed, then it causes obesity? Which is that? Carbohydrates, vitamins, proteins and fats. So what is that, children? Fats. So obesity is nothing but fat, no? Becoming more fat than the usual weight, than the required weight. We call it as obesity. In the sense, fats are also very important to our body, but we should not take them in excess quantity. So then you will get obesity. Okay. So that's all for today, children. Take care and goodbye. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.